Hi everyone! Today I want to share with you my design team project for Shabbylishious on Zibbit, and I will have the link to Shabbylishious in the description box below, as well as some information about a coupon code. I will have it in the screen right here, as well as in the description box below. And I will also put some links in the description box below to the Facebook group and to Lily's YouTube channel, as well as Susie and Tammy's YouTube channels. So I hope you will check the links out and take advantage of the discount code if you place an order at Shabbylishious. So I created 2 lace pools to store some of the beautiful laces from Shabbylishious, and I used some toilet paper rolls and pizza boxes to create these 2 spools. The smallest one is about 4.5 centimeters tall, and the other one is about 6 centimeters tall. I will show you the items from my design team package first. And the first beautiful lace that I used on my project is this one right here. I love the design and I love the dangles, so I cut 2 of these flowers with the dangle apart and I used them on my project. I also used this beautiful lace or trim right here, and I wrapped it around the spool, and the laces can be taken off the spools and other laces can be stored on these spools, so I can still use the beautiful laces. And this is the next dainty lace that I used on my project, and I also used this dainty one right here. I absolutely love the smaller dainty laces and trims. And I also used 2 of these flowers, and I took them apart and used them on my project. And I also used one of these beautiful sprays, and I bent them a little bit. I changed the shape into a leaf, and then I altered it with my stickles. I used some more products from Lily's shop, but I will point that out when I show you my spools. I will show you the smallest one first. And this is about 4.5 centimeters tall. And for this part I used a toilet paper roll, and for the bottom and the top I used some pizza boxes. I double layered them and I covered everything with the Norwegian Gothic book paper from Lily's shop. And I used some Mod Podge on top of it as well. So here I have some flat back pearls from my stash, and I use them as feet. And I have some trim from my stash along the edge, as well as some mesh bling. And here's the beautiful lace from Lily's shop that I showed you. It can also be cut apart and used as appliques. And I wrapped it around the spool. I didn't adhere it, so I can take it off and use it if I want to. And here I have a heart pin from my stash, and a flower and a flat back pearl from my stash, and I just adhered it to this part right here. And here along the top I used a beautiful dainty lace from Lily's shop, and I covered it with the mesh bling from my stash. And on top of the spool you can still see some of the book paper. I used a doily from my stash, and here's the flower that I took apart from Lily's shop. It's this one right here. And I used some leaves from my stash and I covered them with stickles. This is a beautiful DIY flower, doodad flower from Lily's shop. And this is the bigger one, and this is a smaller one. And in the center I have a doodad rosebud, also from Lily's shop. I absolutely love to build my own flowers, and I've used them all up, so that's why I wasn't able to show them to you. And I covered the flowers with some stickles as well. And here you can see part of the flower that I took apart. And here is a piece of the lace that I showed you with the dangles. And I adhered a bling piece from my stash in the center. And this is one of the beautiful doodad leaves from Lily's shop. And I have some stickles in the center as well. I have used them up, so I've used 2 of them. And here is this spray that I showed you. And I bent it a little bit and turned it into a leaf, and then I went along the edges with some stickles and I created some dots with the stickles as well, and I thought it matched this leaf really nicely. So this is the first spool that I altered. I'm sorry, I have to use the artificial light as well because it's a dark and rainy day here, but I hope it shows, and I will have some pictures at the end of this video as well. So this is the first one that I created, and here's the second one. It's a little bit taller. Let me take this one aside for the moment because I wanted to store this lace, and I measured it, and it's about 6 centimeters wide, so that's why I created a wider spool as well. And it's the same, the beautiful Norwegian book paper from Lily's shop and some flat back pearls, and I used the same trim from my stash and mesh bling. And here's the beautiful lace. I wasn't able to show it to you because it was the last piece that I had, but I absolutely love this design. I can take it off to show it to you, of course, because it's still removable and usable. So let's see. It's this beautiful lace right here, and this is perfect to cut apart and use as leaves behind your cluster of flowers as well. And that's what I did on a previous design team project. So here you can see the base of the spool. This is the toilet paper roll part, and I covered it with the book paper as well and some Mod Podge on top of it. And this is the beautiful dainty lace that I showed you from Lily's shop. And this is another dangle piece of this beautiful lace. Let me show it to you one more time. So, and I adhered a bling center, a bling piece in the center. I'm sorry. I have a doily on top from my stash, and these are the beautiful flowers, the fabric flowers from Lily's shop that I took apart. It's pretty much the same. I have another DIY doodad flower from Lily's shop, and the flower in the center is from my stash because I used the doodad rosebuds on my previous design team projects. And I have some leaves from my stash with some stickles as well. And here you can see the other doodad leaf from Lily's shop, and the spray that I shaped into a leaf as well. So I just used some different lace along the top because this spool is a little bit taller, so I wanted to use a wider lace. So these are my two spools, and I really had a lot of fun creating them out of scratch. I used toilet paper rolls and pizza boxes like I mentioned, and I really like recycling and making or trying to make something out of nothing or garbage. So I really hope you like my spools, and I hope you will check out the links below. I will have some pictures at the end of this video, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you are all having a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!